Okay, I think I'm going to grab the Kipper deck, and I'm wanting to ask about this horrendous thing that just happened in Texas, and also the fires going on in California again, and about this administration and taking the FEMA money so that Trump can go golf. You know, the golfing is so much more important than taking care of people. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Destruction, rebuilding, golf. Destruction, rebuilding, golf. Yeah, I want my golf. Yeah, golf is more important. This guy is just so bad, so delusional. Nothing, you know, I want nothing to touch me. They can deal with their own drama. If they're not smart enough to be able to con the money, then that's on them. Okay. He's just so disgusting. So let's look and see. The first thing out is about the courtship. Let's see what it has to say about a courtship. Yeah, juggling the money, juggling what's actually taking place, the concrete things. Courtship. Let's see, there's so much money to go around. The energy coming into it is the White House. It's about the past. The energy coming in from the past when it comes to the White House. And empathy, compassion, okay, holding out the emotionality. The lid is off when it comes to that. What's being birthed or not being birthed, as the case may be, from the White House. What's going on today? Judgment, adjudication, courts, lawsuits, okay? Lawsuits, strengthening things. So it looks like perhaps today there will be strong lawsuits being put out. Okay, adjudication due to this. The challenge, family room. Now this could go one of two ways. It could either be the families that are involved in this, or it could be the lack of Trump having this family around. Yeah, it's about what's being built. What's being built, concrete things when it comes to the family room. The challenge. This could be the challenge of rebuilding, or could also be the challenge of they're just, not with him when it comes to his thing about golf versus rebuilding. Potential outcome, the Lovers. Okay. Potential outcome, the Lovers, those that have been in his court when it comes to new concrete, something new coming out. Now, it could be new things about the monetary situation, but also this is the grounded happenings as well, about what's actually taking place when it comes to FEMA, etc. Outside influence, there's a message of concern happening now. A message of concern. Yeah. Just about the pain. The people out in the cold with this. Mentally. A lot of concern going on now. The pain of what's happening. Hence, there may be strong lawsuits coming when it comes to this. Okay? What's being birthed? Money being juggled. What's being built? Okay? Or lack thereof. So let's go ahead and do a clarifying read and just see what it says on this. But it looks like this is going to spur either lawsuits or something in Congress, or but something is coming out of this, these tragedies and no money. With him just throwing it back on the states, and it's all on you, and I need the very important money for my golf trips, because that's just, I mean, I don't know how you can't see that that's more important than rebuilding these people's lives and helping with that. Sky is just so disgusting. But, you know, again, if he thinks this is going to endear him with the people, especially the Magatonians, big red state, Texas, he thinks this is going to endear them to him, that he got rid of the ability to have a warning that this was coming. And people lost lives. I guess they're saying now 50 and still counting, still looking for people. So the center of it, we have what's being built, the concrete things that are happening. And the pondering. Pondering, you know, what's being withheld. The concrete happenings by this, because he's withheld this money, he's withheld this out of his greed. Yeah, all for him, his prosperity. So what's being built, what's being withheld and given to the wealthy? Yeah, they've got the evidence in hand. What's being withheld from the people and given to the wealthy? All of this, first 4 cards are all pentacles, concrete happenings. And the loss, the devastating loss now being felt. And the dark drama, okay? That's being perpetrated. By what he's building, what he's working on. Okay. This is what is coming for America. Okay. When it comes to America, they've got the evidence on what he's doing, his dark agenda, And the burden now, they're feeling loss. They are feeling a burden when it comes to any type of prosperity because it's just been given to the wealthy. And they're begging for the aid. But the aid is not coming because of his dark agenda that he's working on, controlling it all. Okay? Now, what did he say? Oh, we're in a negotiation now. I'm going to hold it over your head. If you want any kind of aid, then I want X, Y, and Z because I need to get something out of this. So we have the strength now of this looking deeper. Okay? Contemplating the next action. There will be investigations and then there will be a message about an action. There will be those that will be looking for a way to the light. Okay? This is the one of being outside. But there are faithful that are going towards the light. We have about this controlling the action, bringing something to an end, la muerte, bringing something to an end when it comes to the White House. By authorities or maybe some higher spiritual aspect, something coming in when it comes to his toxicity and drama that he's trying to do, his rulership. You know, he's the second coming, okay? But this will be his undoing when it comes to the White House and end controlling an action by going in and looking for the light. Not that he's looking for the light. Absolutely not. He wants to see people out in the cold. He has no problem with that. But this overwhelming loss and burden of losing all that they held is causing this backlash and more investigations. Okay? There will be more lawsuits. Are they going to sue him for loss of life because he canceled the things for, what do they call, NORAD? When it comes to being able to tell what's coming weather-wise, will he be sued into oblivion for the losses, for the deaths of these people? Because the blood is on his hands for sure. Okay? But this is just another brick in the wall to take him down. Okay? This is another brick in the wall. Another happening to build the case against Donald Trump. Yeah. So on that note, I'll leave that here. And we'll see you online.